Hey there, this is Prokopis from EffectiveMusicPractice.com. I made this video as an extra tip for those taking the free SFS Modes crash course, but I'm also posting this on the EMP blog, so if you're watching this there or on YouTube or somewhere else, there should be a link or a form on this page with which you can sign up for the SFS Modes crash course and learn more cool things about modes. Now, let's get quickly into our lesson. What I'm going to show you is a shortcut. It's a specific application, one of the many possible applications of the string fragment system, SFS, that allows you to create diagonal fingerings for the Aeolian mode on the fly. We will use just these 3 string fragments instead of the 5 or 7 that are needed for a complete vertical fingering. So let's apply this to Aeolian. You go to the 5th fret on the 6th string and place the 3 string SFS there. Now, those of you that are watching this in the SFS Modes crash course have seen ways to use these 3 string fragments already. We used them to jump all over the fretboard and play an octave of this mode. But now I want you to notice something. The second note of SF3 is again an A. This means that if I slide my first finger to get there instead of using finger 3, I am immediately ready to place the 3 string fragments again. So here they are, and one of the rules of SFS is that we shift 1 fret up when crossing between strings 3 and 2, so the system is slightly adjusted. Here's the whole thing. Now I can do the same there because the same thing applies. The second note of SF3 is again an A, so I can slide on SF3 on string 2 and start a new system on fret 10. This obviously only has 2 string fragments because we ran out of strings. So here's the whole thing that we get. On the way back, you slide your first finger backwards to go from SF1 into SF3 of the adjacent position. Again, you need to remember the SFS shifting rules, so you should be careful to shift down 1 fret when crossing from string 2 to string 3. So here's the whole thing. Obviously, if you start on the A on string 4 or on string 2, you end up with the same diagonal fingering. But it's nice to be able to jump to any A at any given moment because this gives you new improvisation ideas and you're not always going to play long runs to cover the whole diagonal fingering. So it's a good idea to see these A's as different options that allow you to play in different fretboard areas. You can build a similar diagonal scale when you start on the A on string 5. And again, if we start on string 3, we actually get the same fingering. But as we said, it's a good idea to treat these 2 as separate options. Alright, I will leave it up to you to figure out the details of how we constructed this last one, and you should also check to see if you can find other places on the fretboard where you can do this. This kind of diagonal fingerings are great for long runs and also make it easy to transfer the same ideas to higher registers so that you can develop your solo through repetition and variation. So here's a demo improvisation using the first one of these diagonal fingerings. Have fun practicing this yourself using the backing track that you should find somewhere on this page. And I hope to see you in the free SFS Modes crash course.